Hello everyone. In the second part of our video, we are going to see the steps of using SQLite using Kotlin. The steps will be creating a fresh new activity project, adding SQLite plugin to Android Studio, placing SQL file in the correct folder path, and then installing our app on real device to see it's working. As a first step, you need to create an empty project in Kotlin. There are many tutorials out there which will be demonstrating how to create a project in Kotlin using Android Studio. Please look into them. We'll start with second step of adding SQLite to our Android Studio. To do this, I go to File, go to Settings, and then go to Plugins. Over here, I'm going to look for SQLite. Here in my PC, it has already been installed. If it is not installed in your PC, you'll get an install button over here. Just click on apply and press OK. Then you need to restart your IDE once. After your Android Studio finishes restarting, I'll place the build dependency inside my build Gradle file. Remember, this is app level build Gradle. Then I'll press sync now and Android Studio will download the required dependencies and add it to your project. Next would be adding SQLite Gradle plugin to your project. In order to do so, you need to go to build Gradle, which is project level build Gradle file, and add this line. It will ensure that all the related plugins which are applicable to SQLite gets added to your Android Studio project. In the next step, we need to add .sq files into the project. For this, I'll click on Show in Explorer, then go to App, src, main. Over here, I've created a directory SQLite. Just remember that you need to properly place a package in which your SQ files are going to reside. For this, I've created com SQLite example, SQLite quick start, in which I've placed my .sq file. Coming back to Android Studio, I'll go to com SQLite example, SQLite quick start, and over here I'm going to create the .sq file, in which I'm going to press new file, project queries, .sq and press OK. This will create the .sq file. Inside the project queries.sq file, I have first created the create table for users. It has got 3 columns. One, user ID, which is an integer, full name and password. The second is our select all query, in which I have written select star from users. Let's say over here by mistake you are mentioning a wrong column. Let's say user ID 123. So this is going to throw an error. The error is thrown because, like I told you before, SQLite is type safe. Hence, it avoids any type of error which you are going to make by mistake. Next in my project queries are the statements for insert into the table and select star from users, where user ID equals to. Over here we'll be seeing how one parameter I could pass in my select statement and select a row based on a particular user ID. Once you are done placing the queries in project queries.sq file, press the build hammer on the Android Studio. It will ensure that all the required files which are type safe are automatically generated. Once the build is complete, you'll be able to see the queries which are written by Android Studio. In order to see them, go to project pane, open the build folder. Now open SQLite, code, database, com, and over here you'll be able to see the queries which you had written. Look, the users table which we had made few minutes ago. Now, as part of our last step, we'll be creating a small function SQLite, which will be responsible for inserting 15 entries in our users DB, for which I have written this SQLite driver in which I have mentioned the schema and the application context as well as the users DB. You can change the DB name to whatsoever you wish to have it. Then over here, I have ensured that my queries are executed as list, in which I have put a query of 15 over here, and they are going to get executed. So after this, in this log statement, you'll be able to see all of the entries